And I've gone through periods where I was just okay, you know, and I saw the damage of just okay.
Yeah, how did you get here? What age? What was going on? What precipice were you standing on where you looked one way and thought that's the fucking end, and you look the other way and go that's the fucking hope? Like where were you? When did you get to this place?
I think this has been like a 30-year process for me, man. Like,
Okay.
so because I've had snippets of it. I've always wanted to be a good man, like more than anything. And I've gone through periods where I was just okay, and I saw the damage of just okay, the damage in my own marriage and the separation between my wife and I, of just this cloud, lack of connection. And then I've seen my children's faces droop and their confidence completely wane when I don't show up for them. Not even when I'm too hard on them in an emotionally abusive way, which I have been, but just not showing up for them. I can watch their spirit just droop. And I started to see that more often. I don't necessarily know how I saw that. I was just aware of it. And so every time I would act out of line with my family, I would see the effect. I could feel it. And I think I do have this innate empathy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't grow up hard. Like, I didn't have a dad that beat me. Like, I grew up in a loving family, but I always felt the pain of others very deeply. I think I was 7 years old, and we were at, stupid story, but we're at they call it the Family Fun Center back then. And they had those bumper boats, and my older brother's 2 years older than me. And he's on this bumper boat, and he turns the handle this way. He thinks you're supposed to drive it with one handle. So he's spinning. And he's kind of panicking, and everyone's laughing at him. And that feeling, it was like my heart was in my gut. I was in tears because I was yelling, trying to help him. And I couldn't reach him. And I could feel what he was feeling. And I was looking at everyone laughing, and I couldn't understand how they could laugh at him when he needed help. That's where this comes from.
You talk about this, the feeling with your brother. You talk about looking out and seeing that the world was laughing at him. I think, Kyle, earlier you referenced suicide, and there are far too many people that choose, instead of to make a choice to move in a positive direction, they choose to end it. And if we're being honest, the greatest epidemic of our time has been the rise in suicide in America, and especially among men. And, it's not slowing down. In fact, since the pandemic, it's increased significantly. And I think it's a very, very real issue that men have to face. It's multifaceted in its implications and how it presents itself. As the challenges with mental illness and the challenges with and the struggles that men go through